Welcome back, folks.
Hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back
Welcome
for another.
to the day.
Yes. This is CVT Weekly News. As you know, it's December 20th, 2010, and we've got a special little thing for you guys. We have a new intro for the show that will be playing from now on. Instead of having to just go straight from the CVT television to us, you'll actually get to see some clips and get ready and set up whatever coffee or whatnot.
Exciting.
Yes, and when Sean has a chance, we'll go ahead and
I haven't even seen it yet.
Yeah, Ash hasn't even seen it. I put it together. I
hope
finished
it's
it last
not
night.
embarrassing.
It can't be any more embarrassing than that new commercial we did.
I was embarrassed by that.
You weren't?
No.
Okay, then you won't be embarrassed by this.
Score.
All right, check it out, guys. Let us know what you think. Good day, Fresno. We're your hosts, Jason and Ashley.
You elect me to be president, I will outlaw Mondays. Somehow.
Is that appropriate?
Look at the
Which
camera.
one?
Okay.
Which one?
Sean? Yeah, thank you.
No.
CVT Weekly News, your place for some entertaining guests.
10 seconds till live.
Well, I'm glad Sean finally got some credit on something.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't get...
Jason.
Hey, I try to say Sean and thank Sean every time he does things for us.
But he's nowhere on the commercials.
Well, true. Well, if you turn up the volume really loud on the burger comment, you can hear him suggest the gravy.
Oh, God. I still don't get that.
Yeah, well, it's still good. Oh, we got a comment?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yay!
Carlos is very cool. Now, folks, you guys can comment in on using the ping box, which is right next to our viewer. Talk to us live. Tell us what you think.
Thank you, someone, for finally pinging in, because
Yes.
it hasn't happened in months. I'm like, seriously, guys, are you even watching anymore? Are we boring you that much? I mean, I know Jason's not that entertaining, but I like to think that I'm a little funny every now and then.
Well, yeah,
So-
you are.
No, you are too. You do.
Yeah,
You're great. You
I
keep
set
it
it up.
online. You keep my ADD-ness in line. And that's good.
Yeah, I set it up. I stick my foot in my mouth, and then you bail us out.
That works for me.
All right, folks. Like usual, we go to the Valley headlines to cover the headlines from all over the Central Valley. And we'll go ahead and start with the Bakersfield Californian, if Sean can pull it up. Perfect. Now, normally, I'm a little bit critical with the Bakersfield Californian, I'll be completely honest. Yeah, as a matter of fact, for a second, guys, sorry to interrupt myself, but one of our viewers just pinged in that asking if we're outside because it looks like Christmas Tree Lane. It is Christmas Tree Lane, however, that's with our green screen. It's too, even though it's raining, it's still too light outside to have an image like this behind us.
And if you have not gone down the lane yet, if you missed the walk nights, there are no more walk nights. But go down the lane, drive down the lane. I think Jason even walked down the lane with his kids while they were in cars.
It was too cold. We took the car.
Oh, darn. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't highly suggest walking down because it's a little exhaust filled, but it's fun. Go down the lane. It's a Fresno tradition. Come on, people. Sean, are you telling me to look at the camera? I like watching myself on the screen rather than looking at the camera. That's a little.
I think we both have that habit, especially when we're looking at the photo to talk about it. So we do apologize about that, folks. But okay, well, I guess we'll go ahead and get back to the Valley headlines. We got a little sidetracked with that comment, but feel free to comment, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
please comment.
Yes, and feel free to talk about the news with us as well.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm usually a little bit critical of the Californian because of having so little stories on the front page, so little of it, having just the giant headline and giant cut line. But this one actually, affects us.
Yes.
I mean, we actually understand it. We see it from the photos. We read the headline and the cut line, and it makes sense. It tells us everything we want to know.
In case you weren't aware, folks, it's been raining. Just FYI. So, no, yeah, it's been crazy.
Oh,
I
know.
drove home, actually. I was up in El Dorado Hills over the weekend, and I drove home, and oh my gosh, it was pouring rain. Like, I could not see. It was scary. So,
Well,
yeah,
I
watch
hope
yourselves.
You pulled over and waited until you were actually able to see.
No, I just turned on the windshield wipers faster. I mean, with the windshield wipers on faster, I was able to see, but it was pretty crazy. So,
Thanks, Robin.
yeah. It's been raining, folks, and oh my gosh, I'm seeing all these accidents. Drive safely. Don't try and beat that red light. Like, start braking a little bit sooner than you normally would. Just be smart. It's almost Christmas. Do you really want to have a car accident right before Christmas?
Exactly.
Do you really just want to deal with all that stuff? I mean, just be smart. Common sense, people.
Very true. Now let's go ahead and go to the Fresno Beat. And apparently the top headline is Shifting Political Power Lines. Subhead of Redistricting may give Valley a new congressional seat.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a great
Elect
idea.
me.
Yeah. Remember, Ash is going to be running for president, right?
Duh.
Trying to outlaw Mondays. And then, of course, obviously, a sopping wet mess here in the Valley. You got the highway starting to look like the Los Angeles River.
Yeah, what was that about the 198 or something I saw in the news?
Yeah, I believe
the 198 flooded over and they had to shut down portions of it. That's horrible.
Yeah, I could have sworn that's what I heard too. Also, and Marines okay with DADT repeal, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal. Well,
I am so okay with that.
Me too, but I'm interested in seeing how this is going to play out, because first they stopped it, then they restarted it again, and then they repealed it. I want a finale. I want this to end.
I think it's pretty much done.
Well, we'll see what happens. They might bring it back with another name. You never know.
I think that if this were like 5-10 years ago, I think maybe they might bring it back in another name. But where we are now and how much we have come forward with, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, and the whole, trying to pass Prop 8 and just like everything as far as gay rights are concerned and all that, I would hope that we've evolved far enough that we just kind of move on and let people be people. And let them, either way they're going to serve in the military. Thank you for serving, and
Yes,
let's not try and suppress them.
No, whatsoever. Let's
band together, do our jobs in the military, and not worry about what people do in their outside lives. It should not affect how they're serving the country. It should not affect how their fellow, I can't even think of the word right now, but how, the people that are serving next to them react and how they serve our country. It's about serving our country. If you're going to do that, do your job.
Right.
And thank you for that, because I certainly wouldn't be able to do it.
Exactly.
But,
me neither.
people are people.
Yeah, exactly. If you're going to be risking your life for your country, shouldn't you be allowed to care for who you care about?
Exactly.
And just be honest with yourself and with others?
And just a newsflash for those of you, by suppressing it doesn't change how those people actually feel.
Yeah.
So we can't change it. So, anyway, enough of that.
Yeah. Off of the hard stuff that could get us into political conversations with all kinds of folks.
Whatever. Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just thinking that if we talk about it too much, we'll start having all kinds of pings in, and they will never get on to the rest of the show.
Hey, if you have an opinion,
But yeah,
ping it in.
Yeah. We just don't
I
wanna-
respect everybody's opinion. And
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, we got Carlos.
Thank you, Carlos.
What does Carlos have to say? Looks like
Army would not allow man, woman, sex partners to share a foxhole. How should they treat partners?
partners. That is true. Generally, they don't allow same partners to be in the same line anyway. So
Yeah, they normally.
if you're a couple and
You're normally not going to be placed in the same unit anyway.
right, exactly.
Because especially if there's children involved, you're risking too much.
Yeah, definitely.
But I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
Carlos. I definitely understand what you're saying.
Definitely do.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll go ahead and go on to the Merced Sun Star and then go to commercial break because we're started a little bit late. But farmers face costly fix. Feds agree to pick up tab, but after studies. Well, hopefully the studies turn out in favor of the farmers. I'd love to see the
Sorry, I was
farmers
doing
getting
something
I love to see the farmers getting some help with things. And then accusations cloud Fresno office court. Investigators looking into claims of wrongdoing. Well, now that's going to be interesting.
There's actually something I was kind of interested in. I don't know how much time we have.
We can skip to another picture if there's something really fast.
On the Visalia times delta, I know we don't have a whole lot of time, and I'd like to throw this in there. Thank you, Sean. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize greatly. It's actually at the bottom of the page, and it's all about the same thing, the rain, blah, blah, blah. But for those of you who are in Visalia, this child here, kid, you're not a child, I apologize, but he is an exchange student from Germany, and he actually needs to find a new host family. He has to be out of his current host family's home by Tuesday. So those of you, and he would like to stay in Visalia. So those of you who are willing to open up your house to an exchange student, Take a look at the Visalia Times Delta. Take a look at their website, because that would be great for a family to, accept this child and let him continue studying in Visalia and continue studying here.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he really, obviously, if something's gone out in the paper, this boy really wants to stay here. So
Right.
let's help him.
Definitely. All right, folks, we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back with you soon with clips and briefs.